Hi, welcome back to Game Chat and Chat. It is day 4 of the Australian Open and it just finished. I'm Yoni.
And I'm Robert, and I'm pleased to talk about how the second round kicked off in Melbourne today. Yoni, there's been a big upset in the women's. Do you want to tell us about that?
Raducanu is out. Emma Raducanu. Yep.
She went down 7-6, 6-2, and really collapsed in the match. And it's a real shame. I mean, such a talent. Obviously, being British, we want her to do well. But a big shock, and that'll also help Sabalenka, who would have faced her in the next round. And I think Raducanu will be upset with herself. She came in saying that she'd really trained well over the winter and got to Australia early, and a real shame that she just collapsed. A really big surprise, because I thought she would at least get to play Sabalenka, if hard to beat Sabalenka, but that was the big upset of the day, really.
Yeah, but it really does happen a few times. You can't just say, no, I'm always going to win. There's always an upset. There's never always going to be a win.
True. I think there's some amazing statistic of even I can't remember if it was Novak or Federer, where they've only won 56% of their points in their career.
Yeah.
It's
nothing.
Exactly. So you're going to lose points, you're going to lose matches, but we expect so much of these great athletes for our favorite sport. Let's talk about the rest of the women's draw so far in the second round as it kicked off today. Who else was notable and went through today, Yoni?
Sabalenka, she played really good. She's really smooth. She's been playing really smooth in the Australian Open. Yeah.
She looks like she's having a lot of fun as well, which I think is important for her because she's such an emotional being, and it's all psychology with her particularly. And she went through 6-3, 6-1 very convincingly. Any other great matches today in the women's side of the draw?
Not really massive matches, but probably Sabalenka was the best.
Coco Gauff, she looked excellent today.
Yeah, but she plays like that all the time. It's not
Well, it's not quite true. She had a bit of a shaky season last year. She's come in well this year, and I know she's your prediction to win it, but she was excellent. She really went through very convincingly. Paulini went through as well. And the one for me that she's so cute, she's so funny. I think she's only about 18, is Andreeva.
Yeah, she's 17.
And she smashed through 6-0. And there was a funny moment at the end where they write on the camera if they've won at the end of the match.
Yeah.
She had no idea what to write, and she's shouting out to the crowd, "What do I write? What do I write? I don't know what to write." So good for her. She could be a champion. She's got a nice coach behind her, Maria Conchitas, who's a winner herself. So let's jump to the men's. Game of the day so far was probably Norrie again. He was great in the first round and went through, and then he had another really long match today, but he went through 3-1.
Yeah, what was it, 4 hours, 4.5 hours?
Yeah, crazy length of time again. And they had 2 tiebreakers, and that takes its toll on the length of the match, but takes its toll on their body. Alcaraz played today. Is he through to the third round?
Yes.
So Alcaraz will be looking forward to a day off tomorrow. He is going to be playing to play golf, because we know that in the days that he's not playing tennis, when he's on a slam or a tournament, he goes on the golf courts and swings the clubs. You'll never guess who he's playing golf with tomorrow.
Roger Federer.
Boom! I don't know how you knew that, but yes, he's playing golf with Roger Federer. And I think they've already had a match previously where Carlos won, and Federer is he's just too good already at golf as well.
Yeah, I think he has his own golf course. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, in Spain there's lots of golf courses where he grew up, I think. So it's a nice sport. So he'll have a day off. Some of the other people through. De Minaur, he played today. Is he through to the third round?
Yep, he played a brilliant game. Wow. He was playing really hard. Also, his opponent was really good. And when your opponent is better than what you would think, you play better.
Yeah, everyone raises their game. And he also had the crowd behind him, obviously being a local boy to Australia. Convincing win for him. Bublev through, perfect sets for him. Tiafoe through, who I really like, great energy on the court. good character. I want to talk specifically about Daniil Medvedev, former world number one. He's won some Grand Slams before. We know that he is a little bit loco sometimes on the court and has been known to completely lose his rag and also go out early and shock defeats. Last year, he went out of the first round to a qualifier. This year, he's looking brilliant. And I think I'm going to put him in to go potentially to the semi-finals because I think he looks like he's in the zone.
Yeah, you think he's going to get to semi-final, but don't forget, all these other great players. There's Yannick Sinner, there's Alcaraz, there's more players. Right,
There
it's
is,
not
but I think
just
he's in
him,
the mix. I think he's in
but
the mix.
also Daniil Medvedev, he is playing really good in the Australian Open. I don't know why. And also will probably be a very good year for him. So yeah.
Yeah, I like his play. He's a good guy. Okay, well, tomorrow we've got Musetti on, Tsitsipas, Fritz, Sinner, Djokovic, Shelton, Rude. It's going to be a blockbuster day at the Australian Open in Melbourne and probably a blockbuster game set and chat podcast as well.
And also, I've been looking at all the matches and everything. I see the red thing coming out on the net.
Yeah, let's
And
talk about technology.
yeah, it's like, wow, it makes a red mark at the end of the net where when it goes out, it turns red.
Yeah, I love that. So everyone just instantly sees in or out and is flashing using those red lights. Really cool. I don't know how it'll work in somewhere like Roland Garros or Wimbledon, which is a bit more classy. I can see it working at Arthur Ashe and the courts over at the US Open. But technology in tennis is obviously changing the game massively. I think you said to me last night in the car that the future of the umpire, the referees in the game, is probably going to go out of use at some point.
Yeah, obviously it will. Like, probably in a few years. But there's really only umpires now because if, like, something goes wrong, the players need help. Like, they need supervisors.
And also sometimes the technology goes down. We saw that a couple of times at Wimbledon last year. You can't just stop the game, so you have to go back to the initial way of measuring points.
Like, do you think soon there will be, like, challenges where you go like this and you see if it's in or out?
I can see challenges going out. You're right, actually, because if we've got complete line technology and it's all embedded around the court, there should be no reason to have any challenges. It'll be completely definitive whether it was in or out.
Yeah, and then more players don't make more, like, mistakes and get angry. Because a lot of players have gotten angry from these mistakes, and then they go on and lose a match.
Look, you know only too well that getting angry at mistakes to do with umpires or other players really is only about yourself. And the mistakes come because ultimately you didn't play well enough. So that wraps up today's episode.
So this was day 4 of the Australian Open. This is Game Set and
Chat.